Be the worst thing ever. I think, and I don't know if I'd want to stay if that person was an ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Was you here when that person that's running for mayor to get us to vote for him and all this? And it was like, well,
No.
why don't you? Oh, it was so funny. Anyway, I'm sure BMK still got the video somewhere. It was really funny because it was like, let him go on and on and on and on. And he was like, well, do you feel like you're going to do like a stint in PD and a stint in army? Because at the minute you're a medic. And he goes, oh, that's kind of unbiased, like, kind of biased of you. Because you're saying you're going to do this, that, and the other for like PD and make us do all this different training, yet you've never been in PD before. So how do you know what we actually do?
It's true though, are you? It's like making that's somebody's ego wanting people to do this and do that. Like that's not thinking of what would work.
It's like, come and do like, a week or two, like as a recruit, try it out. And he was like, oh no. It's like, well, then don't tell us how to run PD if you're not willing to actually be in PD.
Somebody, oh no, I don't think I'd want them to do that, to be honest.
But yeah, we're not going to be voting for you. You can leave now.
Yeah, see ya. Sure.
Bye bye.
Crazy. Yeah, it seems strange. I'll get a screenshot actually tomorrow of when Ben interviewed me. He was in his SWAT uniform.
Mental.
But we'll see him, we'll still see him about. So it's just going to be strange. But people, as you all know, where one rank goes, everyone gets ranked up and up and up and up and up. So that would be fun. The silence. What are you now, Joe? 6, aren't you? J Dog, I ranked you up to 6, didn't I? Yeah, you're 6. I notice you've been adding your arrests to the page.
I made an arrest yesterday.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, God, Charlotte. Oh, something funny. I've got to tell you. The other interview night, yeah, I made an arrest. I had a message. Yeah, well, I had a message, like a PM, like saying to me, "Help, come to the jail." I messaged back saying, "I'm sorry, I can't. I'm busy at the moment. Are you okay?" Don't know this person. The message back saying, "Help, I've been arrested by an unbadged officer." I'm like, "Oh my God." I quickly look on the members' pages. We have no unbadged officers online. I'm like, what's going on here? So I'm having this thought process what I missed a date for. I was like, oh no, Ben arrested somebody. The geezer thought Ben was an unbadged officer. That's hilarious. Me laugh. You got me stressing. I've got an unbadged officer arrested people. I'm thinking, how the hell has that happened? We're all on F1, you know what I mean? It's like, no, it was Ben.
It's not a bad. He does have a bad running suit.
I think because it's such a different suit, isn't this geezer mustn't have been, familiar with his suit, maybe.
Uh,
But yeah, it did make me chuckle. You're gonna get what? Oh my god.
Someone
Yeah,
earlier, I don't know who it was talking to Ben. Who was I with? I was downstairs on F1. I can't remember who it was. Might have been Rage. Maybe. I don't know, but Ben was talking to someone anyway, a civilian or a gang member, whatever. And he was like, oh, it's all right. You've got Charlotte and I can't remember who it was. I'll have to look back on my footage. But he was like, but they do a good job. He goes, they keep PD running smooth. Like, he goes, like, you know, Charlotte don't take no shit.
I find it funny when people like name you to somebody else. It's like, wow, like you know who I am. It always surprises me because like, I'm just better. You know what I mean?
Because there was like loads of gang members. There's about
Probably
5 or 6
Charlotte.
gang members on F1, and the call come through on Flobby to say like backup needed on F1, and all I did was step off the elevator, and this lad was like, "Oh shit, Charlotte, quick! She don't take no, go run, she'll get you."
I've been trying to explain actually. It just reminded me. You know the Officer Sir Stephen?
Yeah.
Well, basically, he's been in boot camp for his own.
December.
Yeah, since December. Yeah. Anyway, he's had an inactivity message from me a couple of times now, and he's had one recently. And he always comes back with, and regularly he'll come on for half hour and then send me a message. I can't come on, I can't do this. There's no RP, I'm sick of this. I keep being shot up by gang members, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, I had a conversation with him last week and I explained to him that the RP from being a recruit and the RP from being a SWAT member is very different. When you're in the boot camp uniform, you get picked on. They don't do much RP. They just shoot you and kill you. You're just fun for them. You fodder. That's what you are.
Literally target practice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what you are. I even got a couple of SWAT members to explain this to him, how it's different, because he weren't believing me. It's like I'd never been there for some reason. So I got a couple of SWAT members to speak to him about it, who says, yeah, it's different. You need to get out that uniform. So anyway, sent me an inactivity message, yes, day before yesterday. He's come online for no time at all, minutes, and then sent me a message saying the same thing again to me. Told him, I was brutally honest. I went, look, I've told you about the RP aspect, getting out that suit. Okay, quite honestly and quite bluntly, you've been in that suit now for too long. You got to get out of it. So you need to come online, do what you got to do. Let's get you out of it. You start having different RP. He's come back saying, so are you telling me that I've got to rank up in order to do this?
Well, yeah.
And he said, so you telling me that quite snottily? And I was like, well, no, you've come to me with a problem, and honestly, I'm giving you the solution. I said, and it seems to me, basically, you're avoiding that rank up. I said, and I've given you the solution, of obviously you the solution, and instead you're coming back with excuses as to why that's not true, without even...
It's like he wants you to just give him the extra, like the bonus medals, without actually doing anything to earn the bonus medals.
Yeah, I ain't getting them. And to be honest with you, he's now on my radar. I know how long he actually stays on for. I'm wondering if he's actually staying, because that message earlier on telling me about the RP, he was barely online. Like he was online, I didn't even see him. He was like he come on and went off. Very strange. Mr. D, you're very quiet tonight. Mr. D. Come on, D. Mr. D.
Mr.
So I don't know if you
Doubtfire.
see. It's crap when it's up here. At least when it's on F0, I can get the car with the sirens. Right, I'm going to restart my cam. Let him stand up. I'll tag him on. I'll message him.
I'm recording.
Just restarted my cam. Mr. Doubtfire, wake up, move, do something. This is your DFG. You're being paid for doing diddly squat.
You are my fire. That's what we were singing earlier when
Oh,
Ben
that would
just
definitely wake him up.
he literally just popped up out of nowhere, bending from behind us, and I was like, that's when I put on Discord. You saw nothing, you heard nothing.
Well, I'm just going to message him before I tag him on this. Mr. D, wake.
Mr. Doubtfire. Wakey, wakey, rise and shine.
Well, I'm going to now tag him on Discord. I had messaged him, but I'm going to now tag him. And then I'll try and phone him if that does not work. Right, somebody ties him, please. Well, I'll try and ring him.
Hello, mate.
Mr. Doubtfire. Wakey, wakey.
Help is on the way, dear.
Taser, taser, taser.
Chewie.
Right, he's just answered my call. Give him a second. He didn't speak, but he's answered it.
It's well and good answering it in IR, but it needs to be on the game. Nearly 5 minutes, isn't it? Mr. Doubtfire! Literally down to the last seconds. You need to wake up.
Right, let's handcuff him and take him down to the garage and give him a chance to him. Because this is going to be dismissal for him. This is his last rep. So let's give him the best chance we can. I'm lagging like mad. Come on, mister. Right, I'll get a car. Someone give him some food, please.
Fully recovered. I didn't actually shoot him. Where's Betty gone? Ah. Mr.
Right, and handcuff him.
Doubtfire!
Right, and we'll get admin. Give him food. Thank you. I'm going to try and ring him one more time. I'll get admin in a minute.
I'm to home, Betty.
Yeah, he didn't answer the phone call. It's just give me a chance to invite him to it after it rung for ages. Right, I've got 9 minutes of AFK, I'll get admin. It's 10 minutes, say we have to go for, really. Say.
5.
It's, I say it's normally 5. Someone mentioned a 10 minutes to me the other day, but it is normally 5, isn't it?
5 minutes.
No, I'll get admin now.
Wave might be on.
Well, we'll see. This is a real shame, this is.
Can't say we didn't give him enough time. Like, you know, 2 people phoned him. It was literally
It's 10 minutes now. I see, even brought him down here and done sirens.
He didn't even speak, did he? I'm sure. I don't think he did. Well, yeah. But normally, at that point, he's already sort of butted in a few times. Like, he seems a bit quiet, and I messaged Betty. I was like, "Is Mr. D AFK?" And then that's when, like, yeah.
Just waiting for admin to get the report. Come on, Mr. D. I think we've done everything physically possible. We've done the guns, we've done the taser, we've spoke, we've called, tagged.
Chewy. Wakey, wakey.
This is a real shame. Real shame. Mr. Datefire, wake up. This is your DFG. You've been AFK now for nearly 12 minutes. Yeah, we got Wade. Please wake up. Mr. Datefire, please wake up. You've just been paid wrongly. You've done absolutely nothing to deserve it. Get off your backside. People of one state will be putting in a compensation claim against you. Come on, Mr. D.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey.
He'll be with us in a couple of minutes. Hello, sir.
Hi Betty, how you doing?
Hello. Well, I was good until this happened. I feel really bad. I feel bad for him. We've now got just short of 14 minutes AFK from when we started timing him.
Who's that?
And Mr. Datefire, sir.
Oh no. Have you guys been shooting already?
Oh, we have no
Shooting,
idea.
tasing. Oh, we've even tried to call him, I think about 5-6 times on DC. I've got that on
Right.
record as well. I use my phone to do it. We brought him down from F2 to here so we could get the sirens as well to try and wake him up, because unfortunately this would be dismissal because it'd be his third breath. So we've really tried.
Yeah, no, obviously I get that you guys will get on with him as well, so that's obviously why it's sad. But yeah, we got to do what we got to do. 2 seconds, we'll start it officially.
Yeah, that's great, thank you. Give him his best possible chance, because to be honest with you, I don't really want to have to dismiss him for this, really. He's just nodded off. He shouldn't do it, but I feel bad for him. food over here, thank you.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey.
Mr. Doubtfire, wake up.
I have a fire for you. Fly up.
Sure he's not sure what to tell you. Offering food, well, giving food now if you can, Josh. But it's been tased, I think, 3 times now since last full health.
Wakey, wakey.
Just put his health and armor up so we don't kill him.
Can I finish it?
Yeah. We'll give him an extra minute just to be on the safe side.
Yeah. Let's try and call him again. Yeah, we did. Tagged. Currently calling him again.
Yeah, to be fair, obviously, like you said, you was doing it for 14 minutes prior.
I tried calling him 6 times.
Yeah, there's not really much.
Oh, I can't hear you. I can hear sound of water, but nobody talking. 1 second.
Yeah, there's not really much you can do in that situation. Obviously, you guys did what you could to like try and save him, but yeah, it is what it is, man. There's no coming back from that, really, is there? Well, is there any chance that he would actually be able to like rejoin the faction? And if he was to rejoin the faction, would he be able to start at the rank that he left off, or not?
Yeah. You'd have to come back in 30 days as a recruit.
Damn, that's tough.
Try it's a gut. Yeah. Tried to give him every possible chance, and just when I tried to call him, that's why my headset cut out for some reason. I had to relog, but yeah, 6 times tried to call him. He's been tagged twice. Yeah, and he's had about what?
If you come back,
would there be any sort of special circumstances? Say if he had like a mad, obviously, because we're assuming that he's been asleep, right? Say, for example, if he's got evidence that, I don't know, if he wanted to dispute it, then obviously it could be looked into, and then any evidence that he's got to show that something else was happening, and it wasn't a case of he was just ignoring us, or he fell asleep.
That's an example, because I have heard of it happen when people they've shut the game down, but they haven't logged out, and the person stayed there afterwards. So, say for example, he's done that, and his body cam is on, and it shows him logging out at that time, but he stood there with us, and he can show that. Then yeah, he wouldn't get no punishment then, would he?
With that, when you tase them, they don't fall. If they've actually logged out, but they put their characters still. If you tase them, they don't actually fall. They just stand there until they.
Yeah, so that is why the taser is required for the AFK checks. But yeah, no. Say for example, if that was the case, and he has come off the game, and he's got actual that he's logged out or swiped up and come off the game, but obviously we can still see it. Like if there's a timestamp there, then yeah, 100% would look into that and go, all right, cool, fair enough. Like it was a game glitch as opposed to him actually being on or leaving his phone on.
I mean, I'd rather there was something like that. I hate like an AFK is one thing. It's bad enough anyway, but when it's like the dismissal of a police, like that's just horrible.
Yeah, of course, especially when like obviously like you guys put in the work to get your medals and rank up and stuff like that. It all seems like a waste just because you've fallen asleep. Obviously, the reason that we do it is you can obtain stuff, and it is classed as an unfair advantage whilst other people are active in the game, receiving a salary for being asleep.
What a thing to get dismissed over the AFK of all things.
Rank 9 was coming up as well. We was looking looking for the suit, so he's going to be even more gutted because he wanted the suit. I'll start again.
Yeah, he's going to be gutted, man. He's going to be gutted. How long will it take to back up?
To be fair, though, he's an interviewer, isn't he? So he's got all the answers and that to the questions, isn't he?
Yeah. To be honest with you, he could come back in 30 days. Boot camp's in a way now where you can theoretically get through it if you're good and you know your stuff. You can get through it within 4 for 3-4 days. So yeah, he should be able to pass the interview easily, get through boot camp and everything. He should be in SWAT really within what 5 days, I'd say, easy. So then it's just 3 rank ups from there to get back to where he was. So yeah, does well, he'll get the rank up. So he could be back there within a couple of weeks.
Okay, yeah, that would be good. Yeah, hopefully, because yeah, I've spoken to him before, and he seems like a decent guy. So yeah, it is a shame, but obviously we all have to follow protocol. That's the only thing about it.
Yeah, he is. He's a decent guy, to be fair, and he's a good officer. He goes out there, gets arrests. He always checks and makes sure he ain't making mistakes and stuff. It is actually really.
He's overzealous at times, but other than that,
Yeah, I'd rather that in a way though than somebody that's like, screw this, I'm going to do what I want and not care. Like,
yeah.
a shame, really. Gonna be gutty when he wakes up. If that's what's happened, I hope that is not what's happened, to be honest. I hope there is something else that's happened and you can show it.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, time will tell. We'll find out tomorrow. Hopefully, he's all good. To be fair, we realistically, we want to. Yeah, and I'm just talking rubbish right now. Yeah, I've just seen something come through that I need to go and deal with. But yeah, if you need anything else, give me a shout. I'm gonna be here until.
And you don't need any recording or anything. You don't. I didn't know half of what, like, a little bit what you said when he was.
Sorry.
You don't need no recording or anything from me, dear. I couldn't hear a little bit what you said because my headphone played up when you disconnected. You've got all the evidence you need. Sorry, I'm asking.
Yeah, I've got the recording. We have the last bit of it, and then just speed up the middle, and then I'll post that in PD complaints later on.
When it comes through, then I'll do that then. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your night or morning.
You guys enjoy the rest of your morning, night, day, whatever it is.
Thank you, sir. What a time for you to come online, eh, Josh?
Yeah, just a bit.
Yeah, Charlotte, to be honest with you, I was stood there nattering and I thought to myself a couple of minutes before, he's quiet, he is. And I thought, when we finish this convo, I'm going to talk to him. But then we carried on talking. But yeah, he was stood there for a while. He's had about half hour AFK, I reckon.
Longer than that, I think.
Yeah. He'd message us.
It was only after, like, we kept talking, he hadn't butted in. And I was like, he's normally had an opinion by now, what's going on? And I just messaged Betty, I was like, Mr. D, AFK, question mark? And she was like, I was wondering the same thing.
Yeah, I did ask him. It was just
the thing, I'll be honest with you, it's a tricky time when you say something. Because, for example, if it's in the middle of the night and I just do an AFK check on the radio, like a floppy check, radio check, if somebody will answer, you've got to be quick to pick up on that and put in the floppy, hello, because everyone can see. So you've got to be quick to do that. But when they're right in front of you and you know what it means when you catch them, yeah, you feel bad, you give it, you're like, hello, just in case I go to the toilet, just in case, the car, grab the phone at that second. But you can't let somebody off for as long as he was AFK, you know what I mean? You can't ignore that one.
It's different for civilians because they don't get any reps or anything like that. They literally off the server and that's it.
Depends what admin you get if you don't care. Like some admins, like if there's an event on, I've noticed more admins care, a stay online event. But if there's no event on, admins will just be like, oh, right. So I don't even bother now unless the admin is there. I'm like, then There's an AFK there.
To be fair,
A lot
like
of
I said, he'll pass.
A lot of times as well, they'll be outside PD. They're just like they've been stood there in jail for God knows how long. So they've put the phone down, NRP, and gone and done whatever, and their jail sentences run out. So they've ended up stood outside F1.
Yeah.
To be fair though, he should pass interviews, right? He's got all the answers, hasn't he, and the questions.
Yeah.
It's not that hard now.
They'll be changed again because he's got the questions and the answers.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you can keep what you can do is because you've just changed them, and it's a shame because then questions are good, and I like the way there's two lots, and I do like the way there's an easier one and a harder one. I like that. So how about if we just devise an interview just for him? So only one person asks the questions, but obviously conversate and work them out what they're going to be, and one person puts the mark and does the interview, and obviously somebody supervises it. That way, he hasn't got the answer, and we don't need to change the interview questions at the same time.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben is always disappointed with an AFK, especially when they're. Okay, Josh. Leaders. It's kind of like it is disappointing with an AFK, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I've had my fair share of games where I fell asleep on them. As a civilian, I've been driving and bashing into things, and I'm all right like a buzz, and I'll reverse, and then I'll open my eyes and I'm smashed in the wall again. I've done that as a civilian, but I have never fell asleep as a police officer. In fact, when I've started noticing my eyes are going tired, I'm like, I've got to go. I won't risk it. Not on there, not at all. I've never wanted to risk it as a police officer on here, but I especially will not risk it as DFG. Like, no way could you imagine the shame of it. No, it stays on your record as well, Joe. So you know, like if like you want a career and you want to do DFG and FG, the AFK stays like they look at that. It's like a server break, and it's a bad thing, eh? Like that's what I was told anyway, like that sort of stuff. And admin said as well in one of the meetings when looking, at who's choose for stuff, they look at the reps and everything like that. It's the server rule break that I think what really like the AFK, hey, someone's getting wrecked because it happens, but I think it's like the AFK really does take well too. It's like if you like Charlotte says, we're in police officers, we're gaining from it, so you're effectively taking from the state,
No, don't you?
No. Oh, Mr. Conley. Mr. Conley, sir. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you available to come on for interviews later on at 8:15 this evening?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. So if you can interview room by 8 o'clock, and yeah, we'll get you sorted out, get you on F1 with your boot camp leader, I'm not your co-leader anyway. I'm gonna have to try it on now. So we'll get on with your boot camp leader and some other SWAT. It's today because effectively now it's Saturday now. But yeah, later on, 8:15. 8:15 in the evening. So not morning now, in the evening. So tonight.
Okay, man.
Yeah. So if you can come to that, will pass your crowd control. So then we'll just send you on a wanted or some wanteds and with some people, with some SWAT, and then happy days, I can rank you up.
Ugh.
Okay. Well, that's something you have to think about. Oh, yeah, Charlotte. That's something you have to think about. I'm going to speak to... You're welcome, sir. If we had our pay yet, I need to put my headphones back on. For some reason, they cut it. I don't know. Oh, no, we've got about 4 minutes. Oh, yeah, 2 minutes. Hold on. I do my headphones on that because I have to relog when I put my headphones on for some reason. It's like if they cut off as well out of nowhere, I can still hear footprints and everything like that, but I can't hear people's voices. The strangest thing.
They're the guns when they take their guns out. Can you hear the guns? But the
Yeah. Right, so we haven't really had them for a while, I've noticed. It's been a bit of a problem. But normally what they would do, the after interview trainers, they would have the macros to basically show you around the station and give you the rules. So, for example, they would say they'd take you to F1 and show you the jail room and say this is the jail room, but you're not allowed here without a badge, all that jazz. They'd take you to the rooms, individual, they'd teach you how to use the floppy. It's a crash course, a quick course in the PD and what rooms are what rooms, who's who, and to give you the macro to send you on your way on your first patrol as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out who the after interview trainers are, and I'm going to ask them if they can buddy up with you. And because you're interested in doing that, aren't you? Not the interviewing.
Sure, no, I don't know that.
We need the after interview trainers. You can still do other stuff as well because you've got boot camp training and stuff like that. They're different sort of training. So I'll find out who the after interview trainers are in a second. Give me a minute, and then I'm going to buddy you up. Sorry, what was that, Charlotte?
I'm one.
Oh, there you go. So there we are. So what we'll do is next time we've got a pass in the day, if you Charlotte can take them round and watch Charlotte, and then you'll know what to do and see if that's something for you. And if that's something for you, then we can, get you the macros, get that sorted, and yeah, get you on your way. Because that'd be good actually, because we do need that. I've noticed we don't have it, but we have passes in the day and passes on the interview evenings. They end up getting a very quick crash course and waiting for everybody else to pass until they get a proper introduction to things in the meeting room. Ah, you're all good. But yeah, I have noticed we do need to sort that out because it's for the last 2 interview nights we've had none of them on. Well,
Yeah, because they'll say
Oh, bless you. Yeah, ideally we want someone with the macros because all the information is in their macros, so there's no risk to forget anything. But on short notice, I'd rather have somebody show the new recruit round and give them the information that they can give them rather than nothing, you know? I've learned no answers because they're not a trainer. So because they're not a trainer, they get quiet. But and to be fair, I'm happy for anybody really. If we've got no trainers online, I'll grab anyone or I'll do it.
The macros are already online. They're in the refresh macros page, and just look for the ones that I've put on. I do need to edit one though, because it does say at the moment detain training will be given, and we're not doing that anymore, so I need to take that out.
So yeah, follow Charlotte round when she's doing it next, or somebody else, whoever's the first person to do it. Actually, we'll grab them. Yeah, you just follow around and yeah, get a feel for it. See if you like. It's quite nice actually showing some of the new recruits around. It depends who you get. So for instance, you'll get people like Mr. Livingston. I forgot his first name, but he joined yesterday. He's super chatty. So to show him round was a breeze. Like good English, super chatty, asking questions, eager to start. I think he's going to do awesome. I'm excited. Whereas you get other ones who they don't really want to speak to you. They're nervous or they just want to crack on, whatever. And they're like, okay, gotta go. Or okay. And they ain't really took anything in that you've said. They just want to go.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it's a server rule because it's an speaker server. I'll find out the exact rule for you if you want. But I do know there's a rule. The only time you can speak another language on this server is if it's
It's a mute for 60 minutes up to 1 sec, let me just double check.
Yeah, the only time
It does because me.
Yeah, the only time you're allowed to do it if it's for a scene of RP or something like that, and all parties involved are in agreement, and it's only for like an extended period of time or something like that. I mean, you've got two ways you can handle it. If I'm speaking another language, but they am able to speak English, they're just flipping back and forth, as you saying they are loady, but then speaking sentences which you can't understand, then yeah, I suppose you could put that in as a ticket and they can get punished for that offence. If they cannot speak English and then just constantly speaking another language and don't understand, I suppose in that case, I'd get admin down for that one, innit? And they can do what they got to do there and then, eh? Oh, it's a server rule, so they're going to end up at least blocking them, are they? Not blocking them, sorry, muting them.
It's a mute.
Yeah, so they'll mute them for it. So they'll get told what it is. In all fairness, if they can't understand what they're doing wrong because they can't understand English as in written or English as in spoken, they'll damn sure figure it out quick when they keep getting muted.
Yep. The only thing it doesn't do is if you're in a gang, it doesn't mute gang chat.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So if they're in a gang, you'll normally find that somebody in that gang will put a ticket in. And they're like, why is my friend being muted?
But it does mute us if it's a flobby, though. If it's one of us, we're muted from the flobby, aren't we? automatic mute because you probably put the same sentence in 3 times.
It's the game. If you put, yeah, watch. Ready?
Just rolling a special cigarette so I can hear you, but I can't use my fingers for a second.
It's only if you do it for 3 times. It's supposed to, but yeah. I'm sure it's a chat 5. I need to double check.
I'll do my weekly report in a minute because I've noticed when I leave it till Saturday, I forget.
I do mine in the morning when I do my other one.
Oh, yeah.
Won't be me.
Won't be me. I wasn't going to go for it this time round, to be honest with you, J-Dog. I was going to go for it the next time, but I think I'm going to be going for it. It ain't going to be a random. I can't see admin if I went for it, or say Blaze, like, or any of us, to be honest with you. I can't see why admin would choose a randomer over us, to be honest. I'd feel crap, you know, if I went for it and they choose me, but they chose some random or in PD, I don't know how I'd feel. I'd feel like, do they think I'm crap? Like, oh shit, do they think I am?
If that happened, like, I'd be absolutely fuming because at the end of the day, yeah, nah, that would be wrong. That would.
I mean, Ben does, they do ask him, like, his suggestions, like, because obviously he's worked closely with everybody. So they do ask for his input, of course. Hello, sir.
Hello.
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 Are you new?
Are you new?
Indeed, we do.
Nice
Hello.
to meet
How are
you.
you this morning?
Say again.
How are you doing this morning?
Relaxing, relaxing.
Nice and chilled, aren't we?
I am for the moment.
Have you been busy?
Not really. Not a lot. No, not at all.
I recognise your voice.
Why?
Must sound like somebody that
Hmm.
we've had an eventful night tonight, Mr. Ryan.
I saw.
Yeah.
Sounds like you've been busy.
It's very disheartening, to be honest. But you can't argue with an AFK, so at least there's that.
No, I did see.
I'm just going to see who's online 1 second.
I do. I know that voice from somewhere and it's going to really annoy me.
From where?
Another life.
Go and meet him and do it, J-Dog. I'm just going to see where Alvin is. I remember Josh is offline, off duty. Yeah, there you go. So Josh with him. If you go and meet him as well, see where Alvin is. That's 4 people. That should. Yeah, I'm just. Yeah, we shouldn't really. Oh, there you go. Outside everyone. If you go and meet him in the car, Jay, I'll put in the lobby and go and meet.
Jay, don't go yet. I'm coming out.
Okay. Ever wanted? We're gonna need have a Cyrus to drive. We're gonna need to drive. Lead away. Yeah, he's gonna have to be in the other car. Yeah, for right, lead away, Cyrus.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. So it could be just. It could be just visiting, but we don't know. Yeah, cool.
Pissing me off.
Put a radio through where our location. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll have a quick ganj up here in a minute.
You okay then? Swear, pissed me off. This girl needs to get off my back. Tell her, please. If you don't speak to her, I will, and it's not going to be nice. Promise.
King D will have a chat with her.
Who's a Karen?
Not you, the girl that
Is it-
complains.